Hello everyone. So today I'll be teaching you how to use the presentation tool Prezi. So Prezi is a really engaging and persuasive way to create presentations. It's a lot more entertaining than the traditional presentation tool of PowerPoint. And it differs in that it is not linear the way PowerPoint is, and you can create different paths in Prezi. And you can add different themes and different pathways. You can zoom in to the content to add emphasis. And so this just makes it much more compelling in a visual way, and you can add connections between ideas and themes. And so you would really want to try using this presentation tool the next time you have a project. Okay, so the first thing you'd have to do is create a Prezi account if you don't already have one. And I already have one, but all you have to do is go to Prezi.com, type in a valid email address, and then create a password. And then it's going to take you to this page. First, it's going to take you to individual, and you see it does cost money, and it's going to take you first to the individual page because they want to charge you. But if you click on basic, you can click on this right here. And this is what I have. It says current plan. So you would start with the basic if you didn't want to have to pay monthly. Okay. So I just had that open so I could show you. Then you would be taken to this page, and you see I've used Prezi in the past, so you'll see my my past creations, my past presentations. But yours, if you've never used Prezi, you would just see this right here, new presentation. So you click on new presentation to get started, and we'll just let it load up. Okay, so then you're taken to the templates that you can use. If you click on more, you will have more variety provided for you. And you can see there's a bunch of different themes. And depending on what your project is, that will determine which template you pick so that it really conveys the connection you want to make with your audience, or it conveys the theme of your project. And then let's say I wanted to select this one, literature. You would click on that and put use template, and then it would open up the template for you. So I already did this in advance so that I will be prepared to walk you through this tutorial. So on the side here, you can see that you can zoom. So the canvas is very large. If I wanted to add content out here, I could, but we don't really need to do that right now. We want to try to stick within this square so that it stays within our path. So I'm going to zoom in using the zoom tool on the right hand side. Okay, so these are the frames that it provides for me. And I already started this just for the purpose of the tutorial. So let's say the project in this case is, the assignment is to present to your audience your reading autobiography, your journey through literacy. So as you can see here, if I zoom out, my reading autobiography by Rebecca Sandler. What do I do to add that? All you do is start typing. Very simple, very user-friendly. Okay. To navigate around the canvas, I just hold my mouse down. I can move left, I can move right. To zoom in, use the zoom tools on the right. And that's how you navigate through your canvas. Okay, so this is the first slide right here. edit text, it's going to zoom into the frame for you. I already have the title here. You see I already added something for this template, for this frame. I added some images. My second slide, I did that as well. Now, for the tutorial, I wanted to show you how to do some of the basics, like add a title. So, I already did this assignment using Padlet, which is another, just another tool. And as you see here, the next slide I want to put is the girl who read. So basically I'm working smarter, not harder, and I'm putting whatever I have in my Padlet into a Prezi mode. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. Now, if you're working from scratch, obviously you wouldn't be copying and pasting, you would just be typing like so. You just start typing. But since I already have the content, I'm just going to go and copy and paste it. And this is just to show you how. Now, this is going out of the template, the frame. So I'm going to decrease the font size like this. You can drag it out. Maybe I want it a little bit bigger. If I wanted it to be a subtitle, no, because it's white. You can change the font style. You can make it bold. You can italicize it, just like you would use Word. And this is basically, these are your tools right here in the edit text. And you just drag it around. Okay, I have a picture here. I want to replace it because the mountains have nothing to do with Harry Potter, which is what I'm discussing in this right here. So select files. It's going to open up your pictures for you. I have this saved under HP. That's the image I'm going to click on, and it should show up. There you go. And that's how you add an image. You can also, instead of clicking on replace image, you can, let's go ahead and try to add another image. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to go to this template. Now this template, or this frame, I'm sorry, this frame was not here. It only provided me, this template, the literature template, only provided me with these 4 frames. So I had to add this one because I'm not done discussing my literacy autobiography. So you can add frames, or frames are equivalent to slides. So I can add slides. How? I'm going to delete this just to show you. Right here. Click on that. And all you do is drag it down to wherever you want it. I can zoom to frame. If I want to play with it, I think it should be moved around. Okay, there you go. Now, how do we add font? I don't see a text box here. This simple. All you do is click. And there you go. So, if I want it to be the title, I'm going to click on title. And I'm going to title this, the next step in my literacy journey was, I'm going to skip to high school years. And this slide, this frame, I would talk about what I used to read during high school. So, like I said before, I already have the content, but if you didn't, you would just type just like in a Word document. And I'm going to copy that. There you go. Paste. Obviously it's too big. How do I make it smaller? Click on the little A. You can change the positioning of the font by using these arrows. maybe I want to add a picture here. So this leads me to what I was discussing previously. I want to show you how to add an image another way. So you click on Insert, Image. In this paragraph I discuss Pride and Prejudice. I'm going to add the cover of that book on this frame. So it took me to my pictures. Here it is. And it should insert right now. There you go. So you can crop it, you can add effects like I showed you. Here you go. You can enhance it, make it a little sharper. You can add effects. Maybe I want it to be a little more pink. Apply. You can add a frame. Apply. There you go. So that's how you add text, that's how you add images. You can also add a YouTube video. If you click on it, all you have to do is paste the YouTube link and it'll show up. You can also insert shapes. Just taking a while to load. You can insert arrows. Let me zoom out. If I wanted to add arrows or lines between my frames to show connections, I could do so. You can make it thinner, you can make it thicker. Okay, so now let's discuss editing the path. So the path is going to be on your left-hand side. This is how it starts. That's my second, third, fourth, and so it was added for me. Let's say I wanted my high school years to come to be right here. All you do is you drag the slide where you would want it. So I moved it up. So let's see what it would look like now. If you click on Present, it'll show you. And there you go. It went ahead and moved it. So to escape presentation mode, you click Escape, the Escape button. And again, this is where you would arrange the path. But I don't want high school years before 8 years old because that's not where it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back. And if you wanted to continue to add more content, all you would do is continue to add rectangle frame and drag it to where you would like it. You can also share your Prezi. You see? You can add people. If I add an email in here as an editor, that person that you add is able to collaborate with you on this Prezi. So it's kind of like Google Docs, and that is a major plus, a major benefit of this tool, because when you have a group project, you really need multiple people to have access to your tool so that you all can collaborate at the same time. And you would just click here for save. And that's the basics of Prezi. It's a very, very good tool to use for presentations.